What's the opinion of Unika now? So basically, the opinion of Unika is that we don't really know exactly how good she is, because there's actually very few people that have like, you know, played her. Enough, I would say. My general opinion on Unika is definitely down from what it used to be, right? But it's still not that low. She's basically just like a really all or nothing character, where if she gets in, she's just f***ed up, crazy, scary. And she has things like her overhead versus her low, which is just like really swingy depending on if you hit it or not. But she has some matchup issues. I think, like, I noticed it in this matchup. I noticed it versus Faust, for example. Some of the characters that keep her out are very strong. And then there's other characters like Potemkin. They just kind of, like, out-RPS her. I think she's still very strong, by the way, but like, you know, the character power level is just so fucked up in this game. But like, to be clear, she's still like much better than like, you know, Venom or such. Venom busy. Alright, how do we not get stunned, Brood? Oh, nice. Fuck. That was a bad backlash. Her Farsa is so active. Who the least character play character Strive? I don't know actually. That's the question. I'm competing in Strive and maybe Seed of the Wolves. I haven't fully decided yet on Seed of the Wolves. It kind of depends on if there's a balance patch after EVO. J2K. I really think the J2K buff is like one of the actual like funniest ways to buff a character. Like the buff is big for sure, but it's still not nearly as big as it feels. Like if you wouldn't know, you think that like if you just watch a game and when you see it, it's extremely noticeable. So it's very easy to think that the change is bigger than it actually is. But a lot of the J2K usage is just exactly the same basically as it was before. And in some rare cases, JTK is worse because you get a you can't wall slump, or you get a slightly worse combo. No comment.
Perfect.
When do we get patch notes? They're showing the Lucy trailer at EVO. That's all we know. And we are getting the patch sometime before end of August, supposedly. More than that, we don't really know. Totally legal bet on me to win EVO. I wonder... I was talking about this. I don't know who's the favorite. I think Ditto is probably slight favorite. Just like out of seeding, because he got second at EVO Japan. And the first at EVO Arc World Tour, obviously.
Perfect.
But I think most people that know that it's not actually like he's not actually a big favorite. Like Ditto's not been playing that well lately. I think I'll probably be like 5th seed or something. Because outside of the people that have won a tournament and are going, I'm like the most consistent one. That's bad.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
No, you're not in the minority. I kind of died. Not actually, but I think it should do damage. Nice.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
God damn it. I posted it on Twitter if you want to watch. Let me know your thoughts. Now I'm playing GGST high level most favorite player recently. Cash Cow. Ventus. Oh yeah, yeah, I remember that. Oh, I didn't. Okay, I should have done. I did not think that combo like that. I don't know if I needed this, but I think when you're unsure, this wild salt is so free anyway. I really just like that about this game, that like using wild salt to get a wall break is almost free. Use a Sacred Edge buff. Bro, Sacred Edge has not been buffed in a useless way. That's just Kai players bitching. I need to JD there. Still need to get better with Chaos at jumping forward a little bit. I don't think jumping forward is as necessary with Chaos as many other characters, since he gets a sideswell combo regardless. That's still good. Fucking back conspiracy. Cinema is one of my favorite, and Caught is also good, but Cinema has more shelf life for sure. But I think it's funny because both of them are just you raising your hands, and whether or not you're caught or you know, like you're caught or it's Cinema is often up to the person's interpretation. I fucked up my jump here, see? But that was still true block string, I think. Boom, 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 boom. That's a bad double press. What? Really? Okay, that bad.
Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock. Counter.
Gate to gap. Curse is probably better here. I'm really bad right now. I noticed that I messed up for zombie too. I'm really bad at not getting force slash with Gales. I'm fucking used to Johnny force slash range. I mean close slash proximity. I need to just go to 5k and 2k more in those spots. Yeah. Wasn't low enough. Go back to that. RC 50-50.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Nice. I think this doesn't wall break. Okay, good. One thing I really hope for the next fighting game I play is that there's no 5p type anti-air, man. 5p anti-airs are so stupid. Why are they both the fastest, unbaitable, and also give full combo?
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Like, obviously some characters like need them if their 6p is bad. Like Chaos is kind of designed around having a better 5k than a 5p than a 6p, right? I was gonna say we have played an even matchup once, and I was gonna say that it was Street Fighter 6 demo, and then I realized that I had less lag than you, so it wasn't even. A mirror match that wasn't even. We literally played the same team in 2SKO though, but that was also then I had more lag, I think. I don't think, Zondo, respectfully, I don't think you'll ever admit to it the day we have an even matchup. I'm sure you think the same with me. But I know I'm right and you're wrong. That's the difference. I can't think of a single time you have ever admitted to play an even matchup. Not just versus me, versus anyone. Like Varix, Tiger, Flash. Keishu. Jonathan. That's bad RC. That's some lazy RCs. Yeah, you bitch so much about Soul. Soul Asuka. If you thought it was even, you definitely did not talk like it. I'll tell you that.
2.
I think the one time I'll give you, the one time that comes to mind is I think you had a fair opinion of Bridget Asuka. I think that's the only time I've seen you admit when a matchup is even. I mean, I don't think that was even. I think Asuka definitely won that, but your opinion of it, I feel like, was even, and you said it.
Slap. Duel 3. Let's rock.
I'm not even trying to discourse. I genuinely can't think of a single time where I remember you saying a matchup was even. I remember you have had opinions where you said a matchup is winning. I'll admit that. I'm just specifically talking like, you know, even. Like in a matchup you were like actually playing it, not like in theory. Go to the bar. No, it's because I mean, obviously strivers in general just like only talk about the bad ones.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
I will never call myself not a bitcher. I'm a bitcher. I also, in general, do have a lower opinion of my type of character. Since I generally think that, like... I generally think that harder characters are not as good as other people. But I like playing harder characters. So my opinion will always be slightly lower. Or, not always, but often be.
Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
It's funny though, I actually have a higher opinion of Chaos than anyone I know in this batch. Well, maybe not anyone, but not like crazy happy Chaos haters included, like King Africa, who thinks he's #1. Be there. One second one.
Slap. Duel 3. Let's rock.
I'm fucking dead. I actually think that the RC was probably bad. I think in this matchup you have to keep corner a bit more because of Unika losing neutral. I bet on no DP and wake up. I was right. I could delay my JS so to catch backdash.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
I still need to get better at that, like 6Ping, while like having the gun and stuff like that. The weakness I have right now, I was better at before. Okay, I need to stop coming with that. What the fuck? I didn't even know that 2K was gonna reach.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Potter, thank you so much for the sub. And yes, I hella agree. I hate that modern fighting game developers are so biased against harder characters. I'll do 2 more. Then I need to play Expedition 33. I've heard the relationship quests, no spoilers, are pretty long. Bad. I think there's still something in common. Yeah, like even in theory, they aren't even on the same level, right? That's another case where I think, no, I think 6P would have lost that. God damn it, got so many combos. Bad RC, bad RC. I'm doing curse again. Oh.
Let's rock.
Oh, shame. Ow. Ow. I should have done success. The curse wall break. No! Shit is so stupid. Alright, GG's. Unironically, you just need to send it more. This is not a matchup where you can afford to walk back in, I think. It's a hard matchup, but unfortunately, it's one of those where you can't play it more stable. Like, you have to just fucking send it. You have to bum rush me. Yeah, I'm not play more later. I feel like your offense is strong enough. It's just, you know, you have to send it in neutral. I've had the same feeling with when I play Chip Johnny. It's just like accepting that even though the numbers are bad, sometimes you just have your best chance is often to play more risky, not to play less risky. In the losing matchup, when the opponent knows the matchup. Why do I like Guilty Gear Strive more than Street Fighter 6? I don't. I'm already good at one of the games. And I don't like Street Fighter 6 enough to learn it when it's like first to two in bracket and it's throw loop hell. Yeah, I mean, the problem is, I would say the biggest issue you had was that you weren't willing to dash block and like look for my curse round start. And like you didn't do that in neutral as well, but especially when you give me that tell that you're rotating walk back in 5H and dash 5k round start. And even if you dash jump, like your jump isn't good enough to like catch me all the time. You're giving me the info that curse is kind of risk free. And obviously Unika kind of struggles to punish curse, but like even just dashing up and doing far slash into like wild assault or, you know, like dash cancel, stuff like that. I think it's very important. I also just wasn't pressing after far slash, and I feel like that's something that's like a very practical thing that I think you could do better that would give way better results in first to three. That you didn't take advantage of the fact that I saw far slash and did nothing. Like I basically never mashed 2k there. And you were playing around as if I would always do 2k. Just like be a bit more forcing on offense, I would say. Because Chaos doesn't get boxed by Unika hard enough. My advice for most people versus Chaos is the opposite, where like they need to understand that you can box Chaos, that you can play risky versus Chaos, and you can send it, but you don't have to send it every single second, even though that can work, obviously, if your character's good enough. But for you, it's like kind of the opposite, where you're leading too hard with a character that can't defend versus Chaos, or like can't play the regular neutral versus Chaos, especially cursed, obviously. But and then also, like on defense, you need to just send it with backdash and 2p more generally. A little bit more throw as well, like throw or dash throw, because it was you were over relying on up forward, I would say. And I think up forward is good versus characters that are not Chaos, because you know, like an average character does like delayed strike to catch up forward, or sorry, delayed strike to catch fussy jump, and then so early up forward can beat that, or they, you know, do a strike throw. But if you think about Chaos, then if I do 2k throw versus 2k 5d, 2k roll, or just 2k gunshot, like a lot of these things are either safe versus up forward, or catch up forward. Because like even if 5D somehow isn't true block string enough, like the 5D can literally catch you up forward. It's just one of those where like you actually have to use like versus chaos, you have to use the base system mechanics more than the advanced defensive mechanics when it comes to like you have to start with those because IBFD up forward, all that shit is not as strong. That said, you could probably use more backdash BRC and super BRC and stuff like that. I do think doing like up back or up forward and then doing like BRC, air dash BRC JK is very good. Zondo does that a lot. Yeah. So for me, it's not that I know Unika well enough. I think there's an important distinction. Even though I played Unika and I know in my head that 2K is good, when I play a matchup that I don't know well enough, I am the type of player that will play safe, right? I will backdash, I will jump back, I will FD you out. I'm not the type of player that like, I don't know the matchup, I'm going to backdash or mash. And that isn't that common in Strive, but there is plenty of people that are like that, where like they swing too heavily, right? Like for example, Cherio is a player who overblocks and then underblocks. Like he always just holds block for way too much. Affle kind of does this too. And then at one point they get frustrated and then they just like perma start mashing everything. And it's very important, especially when you play like a knowledge check character or a character that just isn't known, when you can abuse the people that hold block. So like dash up throw, you know, like dash cancel throw would have definitely worked on me, or like, you know, just doing more overheads, like far slash overhead. Because I am legitimately just blocking more than I probably should. But yeah, good games. I still learned a lot. It's a very good practice to play against Unika.